3600, low masters, nice. Free plays, Ashe on PC. Few, so we're going to look at Lexa. Widow, Sombra, Ashe on Rialto, 3600. Those are good heroes for Rialto. This is not Rialto. Did I get the wrong one? No, you're still Lexa. I assume you just didn't mean Rialto. I'll take that you didn't mean Rialto, you meant Havana. It's fine. yeah, it's fine. Again, Widow, great hero for Havana. Like, you can play Widow on first and third point. You can play Widow for the entirety. On second point, maybe not. But on first and third, absolutely. Like the positioning. Get ready. Alright, let's go. Sorry. Also, if this is a low masters game, yeah, I expect your team to somewhat know what they're doing. Still, I don't like that you're stuck with the Hanzo. One of you should be on a different angle. Because, again, when you play double snipers, you really want to have different angles, right? I just explained this, but if they have a Sigma and he puts a shield here, you don't want it to block both of you. If one of you takes this angle, one of you takes this angle, or this angle, or this angle, then the Sigma can only block one of you. It's the same reason as playing main. If you're playing main with your team, and they can block both of the sidelines with a single angle, then you're not getting as much value as you could be getting. So either you or Hanzo should probably swap positions. Even if it's just to here. Like, even if you guys just can play on different windows, like, it's far enough that you can get different angles. Like this, being careful for a Widow on the left side. With fadeaway shots. There's a ball on top of you. Where's your mine? Did we not set up the mine? Did we forget mine? Hold on, let's double check that. Oh no, there it is. Oh, it's actually what got us. I thought the Hanzo arrow was what got us this side. It was actually your mine. That makes sense. So yeah, it just get broken actually. It is Hanzo arrow. We should put a new mine then. If you got mine, why wouldn't you just put your mine somewhere? Like ideally either here, or just on the stairs behind you. Put a new mine, so just so you know that someone is coming, and so that they take a little damage. Balls on top of you, and your mercy is dead, which is very unfortunate. You get out of here. You cannot stay up here for too long, knowing that they have a ball. Great fadeaway shot though. Yeah, you get dropped by the ball. I like this. You go for the high ground. This is a really good position to take. Missed. That's by miss I mean you didn't get on the high ground, which is unlucky. You can get it on the next grapple. It was the right idea, just not the perfect execution. And yeah, ball is just gonna be very annoying. So yeah, you could have gotten away from the ball if you didn't miss the grapple. How did you not get the grapple? Okay, great fadeaway shot. Did you look away and not? Yeah, you looked away and you didn't spacebar in time. Look how close you were. That's unfortunate. If you were not trying to get up here, then you should have. Because this is a really good position. I think you just missed it though. Because you looked away to take a shot. That's just unfortunate. Then you die. Which is again to be expected because they got the ball. So when they got the ball, you really want to move to a safe position as soon as possible. You did stay on the high ground for a little too long. But it's okay overall.
Now, where were we?
Take the high ground, don't like it. Take the window. We got sights because of Hanzo arrows, so we know what we should be shooting at. Holy Sun if you can, or Hanzo if you can. I like this. You know that they know where you are, so you look for a new angle. Thus far, your play's been pretty good. Not perfect, because again, you did have a couple mistakes. You could have put the mine down again, and you could have not missed the mine camp. Which sounds pretty mean, but don't play main also. Like, I know this is not technically main, but if it's where your team is pushing, it becomes main even if it's not main. So instead of this angle, I would look to go left. Like, your entire team is here. So they are gonna push this way, and you don't want to be in front of them. So this is why I wanted to go to the other side. You give up the point, which is fine. This is a really good position. Almost tied to the Hanzo, like it wasn't a headshot. Okay, and again, aim is pretty good. Yeah, we kill him. So right now, the biggest thing I've noticed is that you tend to stack with someone else. And I don't think it's because you don't realize, I think it's because you realize too late. Like, you seem to be on the notion that a position is good and you want to gravitate towards that position. Like here. Yeah, this is a great position, but if your Hanzo is already here, you can take another one. You can even take this as a very defensive position and wait for them to go around the corner before taking a shot. I feel like you gravitate towards positions that are good in paper, but are not always good. Because if your Hanzo is already here, playing with your Hanzo means that you are both more diveable, right? You don't have enough angle, so a Sigma can just block you with a single shield. And your retreat is harder. On the other hand, if you're playing here, from the start, your Hanzo can play here and get the shots, and you can both watch this flank and get these people, the people that come through main, and you are very, very safe up here. Like, Ball is gonna have a very hard time getting up to you. And even if they try to shield you, all you have to do is this. And the same happened here. You were like, well, teams, when a team recontest, they usually push the window, or they usually push left, right? A lot of teams like to push left. So you went window first, which is fine, you took a couple shots, and then you reposition towards here, which is usually a good position, because, well, if teams usually contest this way, right? If your team comes out this way, the enemy team is going to be looking this way and you get free shots. But on this case, your team was going this way. So the enemy team was looking here and you were in the middle of the fight. What I'm telling you is, think before taking a rotation. Before choosing your next positioning, think where your team is. Think where the enemy team is going to be looking. Because I don't think this is a really good spot, usually, right? Because if your team comes this way and they come this way, from here you get free picks. But because your team was here, then you couldn't get free shots because, well, the Sigma was here and was blocking you. So if you made this rotation instead, you would have gotten Sigma looking this way, free picks this way. I think you need to work on your grapple a little bit as well. This is the second time you kinda miss it. This time you didn't completely miss it, but you need to work on your grapple. If you release it a little bit sooner, you will still carry the momentum, so don't worry so much about that. Great pick on the Mercy, by the way. Great pick on the McCree, by the way. And really good position again. Because, yeah, no matter where your team is playing, if you're up here, you get free shots. My should call shots on me every time we play double sniper to take different angles. Yeah, that's the essence of double sniper. You let your team play main, and then your snipers take 2 angles, and the enemy team doesn't have anywhere to look. Like, if your team is playing here, you have a Hanzo here, and you have a Widow here, or the other way around, right? If you have a Widow here, because this is safe for Widow, and you have a Hanzo on the high ground, and the enemy team is coming this way, well, if they look away from your team kills them. If they look at your team, you kill them, and the Hanzo gets value basically every time. And if they try to push the Hanzo, both you and your team get them. But yeah, basically what I'm telling you is think about the angle you're gonna take before taking it. Your aim is really good, and again, your grapple needs practice. Your grapple definitely needs practice. Your mechanics are really good, except for your grapple. Like, same happened on the first point, right? When you tried to grapple up here, and you didn't get to the high ground. Again, different angle. If Hanzo's holding this, you go either for the left or play on the tanks again. I hate the name, by the way. Everyone calls them tanks, but we have tanks in the game already. Again, playing with your Hanzo meant that a single Sigma shield blocks both of you, then you get rogued, and you don't get killed by miracle. I think you grapple to try to get away from the ult, but you get caught in the ult anyway, and you die. Yeah. And now we go Ashe. Which I think is a good call because they do have Bo, Sigma, and Hanzo. So I'm like, well, yeah, Widow is good, but because they have Bo and Sigma, more spam damage would be better for breaking the Sigma shield along with our Hanzo Storm Arrows. And if the Bo dives, you better to just coach cam than to grapple. Because you can actually coach cam him away rather than having to reposition yourself. I think Dynamite was wasted there. I think it's better for the second point. The swap was too late. Okay, so yeah, Ashe is definitely, like I said this before, second is the worst point out of the three for Widow, but she can still work. And I don't think Ashe is a ton better, but she's a little bit better because, well, honestly, Bob is the reason why. On the second point, Bob is really good. Like you can throw it behind so many corners and get so much value. But yeah, at this point, I don't think you're gonna build Bob. But on the other hand, Ashe and Widow are really on equal grounds right now. Each of them has their advantages and disadvantages. So I don't think I can criticize you for picking either of them over the other. But yeah, if the swap is because you think Ashe is better for second, definitely too late. But at the same time, I don't know if you had time to swap. So, you know. Like, yeah, this is why I think Ashe is better. You can help your... at least I think that why Ashe is better against Sigma Bo. Definitely on second as well. It's because you can help spam the Sigma shit down. Dragon stop left. That's a great dynamite. Lucky you missed it. Well, you didn't miss it. The Sigma blocked it. Coach can stay on the high ground. Like, Coach was fine to avoid damage, but then you've got to land on the high ground because basically you are just returning to where you left. Then you get rocked and killed. So I'm guessing that your mechanics are really, like, your aim is really good, but your mobility usage is probably your shortcoming right now. Because your grapples, when it comes to mechanics at least, your grapple and your coach can have been not great. And then you immediately go back to Widow because the second point is lost. So basically, yeah, I don't like that because, well, you basically give away all percentage, right? By going Ashe and then swapping immediately back to Widow. They get point. We back out because we cannot be here anymore. Shooting is fine. When you have your grapple, you go away. Now you have your grapple, you go away. Now you have your grapple, you go away. Again, if your Hanzo is up here, right, you don't want to stack the same sideline. I know it may seem like you don't have great sidelines, but you actually do. You can play all the way back here. This is actually a really good sideline to take. And I'll be honest, I think this is a better highline for Hanzo to just spam rather than Widow. I think Widow is better up here and Hanzo is better here. But if you see that the Hanzo is already up here, just come and take this sideline. I think it's just better for you. You can also shoot this way if you want to. I just prefer shooting this way. But yeah, that's another side. You can also be here, but this is like taking main. so I don't really like it. We'll also be here, which is not quite like Vayne. And again, this is a better position for Hanzo. So I don't know. Like, if Hanzo is playing here, then he can retreat very easily to the high ground. I just don't like that you two are stuck in this sideline so much. Yeah, you're going away, I like it. Great shot, wasn't a headshot, unfortunate, but also you got the ball behind you, but it's very difficult to deal with the ball. I will say, both of you dropped at the same time, which is pretty funny to me because to both of you went from holding this sideline to both of you holding this sideline instead. One of you should be on the high ground. This is shot, unfortunate. Now we take the high ground, I like it. Put your mind down. Because of this, always put your mind down, even if it's at your feet. It's 100 damage you can do for free. So always put your mind down. It also tells you if someone is coming, of course, but... Get rest. Again, ball behind you. You keep on growing the ball. You need to take care of the ball. And by take care, I don't mean kill the ball. But if you know the ball is coming for you, you've got to drop and then grapple away. Not the biggest steal though. You're dead. You are not dead. How did you survive that? I thought the high noon was trying to kill you. Ah, great shot. Unlucky that it wasn't a kill. It wasn't fully charged. Taking the high ground is good. Put your mind down. Mind, like, put your mind down somewhere. Mind, just somewhere. Sides is fine. Again, sides is one you can use whenever. Trick shot. It's fine. We got a Reaper now, so we can take the side and kill free, basically. Using the Hanzo, we got a ball with us, so it should be fine. Nice. Now that we got a Reaper holding this side and this is our job, you can just stand here for the entire game. And get picks. Get picks. Unlucky. I like the reload. The jump shot is nice. Headshot, but it wasn't loaded. Ball got it. And again, this is good because you've got like 3 people looking your direction. So even though you are not killing everything and getting free picks, you are taking the attention of several people. You finally put your mind down. Great shot. Grapple is nice. SMG as close range is also nice. New mine, just use it for damage. Your mine's destroyed. Mine at your feet. It's just mine at your feet. Always, if someone is on top of you, mine at your feet because it's 100 free damage. I think, by the way, I think your aim is really good. I think your positioning is okay. In the sense that you know where you want to be. You don't stop to consider if there is someone already there, which is a fault, yes. But I think cooldown usage is probably your shortcoming right now. Your grapples are Your coach can. I'm not gonna go over Ashe because you played Ashe for like 10 seconds. Your grapple is your mines are bad. So I think your cooldowns are probably the biggest thing. Your aim is really good, and you know where you want to stand at least. We got Tracer? Yeah, we got Tracer. We go back to Widow. Okay, this is fine. Oh, we got Sombra. I like it.
And everyone.
Because you can hack the ball, basically, right? I'm guessing that's the idea. You counter the ball. Yep, you hack and kill him. Good translocator, good hack. Unlucky that we get the kill, but 25% to EMP already. Spamming main is fine. Translocate if you have to. Translocate if you have to. Oh, you got destroyed by the McCree. You're dead. Don't try to hack a McCree, but you're dead anyway. You still got value though, and I don't dislike it. I would have just translocated earlier. Also, one thing, if you can take the mini and then hack. I saw that you didn't take the mini, and you hacked and then went to take the mini, but it was already too late because of dragons. So you can take the mini, then hack, and it will still respawn faster. Fight each one anyway. You hug the ball, you kill the ball.
I might need this later.
Decent translocator. I mean, it's safe, which is very important. I would usually put it in a place where you can get back to the fight faster if you have to. Because this is fine, but if you have to, if there's a fight here and you have to translocate and you have to go all the way here, it's probably dangerous. I'll personally just put it like up here. Because then all you have to do to get back to the fight is... I like this. So basically hack, free kill, hack, free kill. You should be looking to hack the tanks. Great hack on the Sigma. Maybe not a free kill because your team is not ready to follow up, but at the very least should be able to get to like 70% EMP. Tracking also really good. And you get out. Take the mini. If you play Sombra, just take the mini. Don't worry about, like, you do have two quote unquote decent healers, like Moira can heal the tanks and Mercy can heal the DPS, but you can just take the mini. I get that you give them like 5% ult charge. Sometimes taking the mini is just better because if she keeps damage boosting, maybe she gets more value that way. I don't like that translocator because it's gonna get broken by the ball. We just missed the hack, which is unfortunate. It gets blocked by the Sigma shield. Start the hack as early as you can. But their Sombra's pretty okay. Ashe is not a good target to hack. She dies anyway. So that's a wasted hack. Also point. Good hack. Good shooting, good tracking. It's just fight, so you just TMP. Just TMP, just TMP, just TMP. EMP, like 9 seconds, just TMP as soon as you can. And why did you get out? EMP and shoot. It's a free kill, free kill. Maybe not this, but free kill here. Just there's no reason for you to get out. You should have dodged the rock. I'm gonna tell you the obvious. It's fine. You get the mini. Again, no reason to hack the McCree. I feel like you do a lot of things out of what to call it? Instinct. Like you act on instinct a lot of time. You go like, well, I learned that taking this position is good, so I'm always gonna go to this position. I learned that taking this position is good, so I'm always gonna go here. I learned that coming this way is always good, so I'm gonna go here, right? And you do those instinctively. The problem is that sometimes it's not like right now. The example is I learned that hacking someone before shooting is good, so I'm always gonna do that. The problem is that you are not thinking before doing those things. So yeah, it is quote unquote the right idea, but you should consider the situation. McCree, hacking McCree gets no value. Hacking Tracer is a free kill. Hacking Sigma, hacking Ball, they are a lot worse off without their cooldowns. McCree is basically the same. This is looks like a loss, yeah. So they cap in overtime. Could you have done something? Yeah, you definitely could have done something to help. Instant things I went for it, I'll just call it not thinking. I feel you. I do a lot of not thinking. But it doesn't have to be not thinking. You just got to incorporate those little nuances into your instinct, right? One of the things I say for Overwatch a lot of the time is that rather than working on several things at once, you want to work on incorporating things to your play to be second nature one by one, so that you don't have to pay attention as much and take away from your aim or your focus at the time. Which is something that really applies to hitscan heroes and DPS heroes, because you don't want to be thinking, well, do I take this position or not? Thinking about that means that you are not focusing on shooting, which is already difficult enough. So what you do is you slowly start incorporating those things slowly, one by one. You can be like, today I'm going to work on double sniper positioning. Focus was take time to line up your shots. That's a good one, yeah. I do like take up to line up your shots. Maybe after you're done with that one, you can do like double sniper positioning, and you can be like, I'm always going to be looking at where my team or my other sniper is, so that I can take positions that get value. And then maybe in the future, you can be like, well, it's a Sombra game. I'm going to play Sombra. I should be thinking about who do I get the most value from hacking and who do I get no value from hacking, right? So yeah, work on those things one by one. Jump shot, I like it. Breaking the shield's fine. Shots, I like it. They got a McCree, which is weird. I guess they were expecting like a lot of dive. Like they got McCree Torb. Were they expecting like heavy die? 6 shield is down, that's a free dynamite. We don't use dynamite early, that's okay. But I would have used it. Force resources out, they got low healing. So the more damage you can do, especially if it's AoE damage, the more value you can get. And that doesn't get a lot of value, like at all. I think it actually hit no one. So don't play main again. I'm gonna look at. Now that I know what you're looking to do on this game, I'm gonna start looking for it as well. But don't play main. Not only are you playing with your other, I feel like Sombra, I have a target in mind, but if I don't get it, I just let it go on whoever. That's, I want to say okay, but it rather than just having one target, because you may not be able to hack that target, right? For different situations, you should have like a separation of targets that are good to hack and targets that are bad to hack, right? And of course, you can be like, well, Ball is my number one, but I cannot hack McCree. If I hack Sen, it's fine because I'm preventing the Orb from getting value, or the Discord is really good. If I hack Mercy, we can just kill her because she loses mobility. Torb is like really bad to hack because he just Torb turret. And Sigma is like really good to hack, right? So you can be like, well, if it's McCree or Torb, I don't hack them. If it's anyone else, I can't hack them. So rather than just having one target, which will be like, if I can hack Ball, I hack Ball. If not, I hack everyone else. You can be like, well, if I can hack one of these people, it's good. If the other people are bad. Shooting is fine. Reloading is fine. You can probably kill him. We kill him anyway. He kills us, but unfortunate. All in all, I was gonna say, what I was saying is, not only are you playing with your Hanzo on the same sideline, you're also playing with your with your Zarya. So Zarya, Ashe, and Hanzo are all on this sideline. And the enemy team, all they have to do is put a shield in front of you and roll through you, and you guys are fucked because the disruption is excellent. You should just jump here. Like, this is actually really, really good. Of course, the Torsion is here, but you can just be like, fuck you, Torv. I'll just smash, dynamite the floor, kill the turret, kill the Torv. Alternatively, you can try to take an angle here. It's not great. You can try to take an angle from here. It's also not as good because the rotation is pretty long. This is the quote-unquote simplest one. Thank you for following Jack Sandals. By the way, just randomly, I really like the turret. He only put the turret here to prevent you guys from taking this high ground. Which shouldn't stop you, by the way. You should just be like, Mercy, come with me, I want to take the high ground, kill the turret, and then start shooting. But I really like the idea. Again, playing main, not the best value. What's going in? Decent coach gun, but the fight is lost. Again, shooting main is getting you no value because they just have a shield in front of you. Dynamite gets little value. Good kill, great kill on the ball. Now it should be a lot easier to go in. But do wait for your team. Okay, we just use go. Again, shooting main, still not good. Like, you're the odd Hanzo, you got ball going this way. You've got Ko going this way. You get what I mean about different angles, right? And I know you do because you told me already that your shot caller tells you this all the time. You should be trying to look for this angle. Even this angle is different. It can still be blocked by the same shield, so I don't love it. Like, ideally, if you don't want to take here, this is the best one, of course. You come here and shoot from here instead of maybe like here instead. But shooting main is not valueless, but definitely a lot less value than taking the off angle for you. Great dynamite. The dragons, you got a headshot there, it's fine. No need to coach, like, you're using your coach to get jump shots all the time. Thank you for the follow, Radbout. Don't do that. Use your shotgun to, first, ball is timing you a lot, so just to push him away, and secondly, to reposition a lot better. Even if you don't want to take the high ground, you can coach on this way and take an angle here. That ball's so low, nice, the ball is dead. Nice, we killed the Trojan, that's his name. Again, decent Dyna, not amazing, but just getting a little value. Playing main, not ideal, again, just a single shield blocks everything. You try to go for a jump shot, we don't get it. And now we don't have the jump shot, the coach gun for the ball, who's about to engage us. They're on top of us, and you're gonna die. You don't die. I think your Zarya blocked most of the bubbles around you. Not bubbles, I mean mines. Okay. Again, I feel like your cooldowns are the biggest problem. Your aim is good, and you know that you don't have to be playing main. Your aim is actually pretty good. But your cooldowns are probably the biggest problem. Like, you keep getting no value out of your cooldowns. You keep coach gunning, coach jumping, shot jumping. You take a jump shot, right? You use the coach gun to get high in the air and you take a shot, which is not getting you a lot of value because they just got a Sigma shield, and you don't get very high. Instead, you should be using it for mobility to get to the high ground, or for pill to push the ball away. And your dynamite, several times, it's already been that you just throw it out there to try to get some damage done. You don't need the ult, you already have bomb, so you don't have to do that. You don't have to just get random damage in. Ideally, you want to get as many people as possible. Well, let's just do it like this. Oh, hold on. There you go. I went it right, so. I usually think of dynamite as having 3 uses. The first one is big AoE before the fight starts, because you get resources out of them, right? If I don't know, in this case they have very low healing, so doing like a 100, what is it, 170 damage, 100 burning, 70 shot, maybe 50 shot. It's a lot, and it stacks really quickly when you got more than one person, because 150, 300, 600 damage. Mercy only does like 55 healing per second, so for Mercy to heal 600 damage, it's gonna take her like 10 seconds, 11 seconds actually. And Zen does even less healing. So the first one is to get the resources low. In this case, yes, health is a resource. If they had a Nana, if they had a Baptiste, they would probably use Nade, they would probably use the left shift, right? And actually cooldown. The second one is to confirm kills. Because you can just, if someone is low, you just shoot the dynamite at them. You don't even have to be like, in their line of sight, just shoot the dynamite and they die. And the third one is to pressure certain locations. So if you're playing here and maybe they have got a Widow up here and you can be like, well, I don't want the Widow to be up here. I'm just gonna throw the dynamite here and pressure the Widow out by just exploding the dynamite in her face. Yeah, you're probably not gonna kill her, but she's gonna keep she is going to have to give up the position, at least for a moment, to heal, and then you can take the position instead. So yeah, aim, really good. Positioning, okay. I feel like you know what the best positions are. You are just not taking them all of the time. And cooldowns are the problem. Cooldowns are the thing you can work on and improve on a lot. With Bob, I will not comment on the fact you just missed the turret 7 times in a row. We will move on. Good coach run. I like it. Decent Dyna, putting pressure on the tanks. Reloading because you have to. We have coach gun. Now that the turret is not here, we can take this positioning. They've got no one to pressure us if we take this positioning. So yeah, instead you coach him away. And by no one I mean they do have ball, but he's the only one. And he's usually going for, well, pile drives. And he cannot pile drive up here. Flank is okay. Dyna is good. I think you got the Sun. So you're pressuring health out of the Sun. Yeah, you actually killed the Sun. Nice. Don't pick the McCree. I know you could have killed him. But the way you kill him here is, I don't know if you know, but you got a combo which is left click headshot, then just immediately tap the left click. So, hold on, let's just go fast. Blah 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 blah. So you here, hold on. You shoot a McCree, you're like, okay, there's a McCree there. I start reloading. High noon. You line up the shot, which is really good. And what you do next is you hide and then you pick him again. The way you kill him here is, you know you got a headshot, which is 170 damage. You only need a body shot left click. So you just, he cannot move really well. You just go normal left click. Instead of hiding like that, and you just tap him with left click. You don't have to aim again. His health is very low. You don't have to aim down sights again. You can just left click him. But you could have killed him. It's a win of a fight, like for sure. You get rest. And again, if you want to, he got a minion, he's getting killed, but you could have even not picked him and used dynamite to confirm the kill.
I get the idea.
Can dynamite, pressure. Little late, and you missed the shot. Great shot. Going away from the turf, that's good. Chris got it, look to the front again, yeah. Decent Dyna, again, pressuring the tank and the Sen. Like, using it early is really good to get cooldowns out or to force the positioning, and you're forcing them to rotate away. Almost killed the Sen. Coach can away. You can coach can him away in the air. Like, whenever he tries to pile drive, you can coach him away and he gets no value out of pile drive. So that's what you should be doing, what you should be looking to do with your coach can. Now that he's here, though, you can just, yeah, he's dead. Now you take the high ground with the coach can. You take the high ground with the coach can. Because again, the shield is in the way, but if you, hold on, you come up here, you can shoot above the shield. Good point, that's great. We died to Tracer, that happens. Would not have happened if you were on the high ground, though. We get rest. Tracer dies. We win the fight. Okay, so where are you going? We go left for a flank, I like it. We don't worry about the ball a lot. Nice shooting. Again, this is what I wanted you to do with the McCree. You got the shot, then you just left click immediately. You didn't do the McCree. that you clearly know how to do it.
Enemy turrets down.
And again, your aim is really the highest part of your kit, the best part of your kit, which is really good because aim is actually the one that takes the longest to train and perfect. It should take you a lot less to fix your positioning and especially your cooldown usage. Mostly I just want to take better positions. You're gonna get so much more value. You've got great aim. If you start taking better positions rather than just main, imagine if you were here. Right? Hold on. I'll just... You get to shoot at this for free. You get to throw a dynamite here for free. Right? This is really good. Instead, you're just shooting at the Sigma shield. You're gonna get so much more value if you just start taking the angles out of that. Caution away. You caution up instead. It's fine though. Just don't move a lot. You're good, you're good. Caution him away. By the way, I'm sorry. Again, when he's going up in the air for the ball drive, that's when you get the most value coaching him, because you can actually boop him when he goes for the ball drive. So hold on, let's show you what I mean. Blah 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 blah. He gets out and he goes back in. So when he's here, you just coach him away, and the pal drive hits in front of you instead of on top of you. You just shoot for free because he stands for a second. He does no damage and no boop to you because you don't go up in the air. So what you should always look to do is boop the ball whenever he's about to pal drive, so he's pushed back and the pal drive has no effect on you. I noticed that you're looking to coach him a lot after pal drive, which basically is giving him a free way to get out, because usually when you pal drive you are stunned for like 1 second, but then you are just pushing him away, which is what he wants anyway. This is very particular to Ashe dueling ball, but you know, might as well get it out there. By the way, close fight, which is die and regroup. Just die and regroup. Yeah. We will not comment on that dynamite. Miss the shot, it's okay. Yeah, you just keep taking scope shots. I feel really bad because I'm basically just telling you what you already know, that you need to improve your positioning. But that's the truth. Like, just start taking off angles, start taking the high ground more, start taking safer high ground positions where they can just kill you immediately, and you will do a lot better. Your aim is really good. Again, coach can before pile drive, not after. Great, again, double tap on the hand, so I love it. The double tap is just really, really good. We can throw Bob here if you want after trance. That you don't worry about the ball, just go forward. I would just Bob behind them. Make sure the fight is won. Bob is good, but it's not, yeah. Not ideal. I throw Bob behind them, not in front of them. It should still get value, but the problem is that he can shoot up here. Whereas if you put him here instead, he can shoot basically everything. It's still fine, like using Bob is mostly kind of a distraction. You get killed, which is unfortunate. Not unfortunate, I think you got killed because you were playing... Hold on. Here you are playing main, which is not ideal, but you've got coach hand, so I'll be like, take the high ground. Bob is okay, here just take the high ground. You coach him away when he goes for the roll. This is the wrong idea. You want to coach him when he goes for the pile drive. Because if you coach him when he goes for the roll, the cooldown is only 4 seconds for the grapple. And your cooldown is 12 seconds for the coach hand. Yo, Bob popping off. You come back as Sombra, but we got the point. I assume you wanted to kill yourself to go Widow or Ashe again. So I will give you that benefit. If you stay Sombra, I'll be very upset. No, yeah, you go Widow.
One kill.
Right? The bug where you just... It's so funny. It's unfortunate, but again, we shouldn't be playing main, because they're going to just be spamming main. Just come out this way and shoot from here if you want to. Shoot from here if you want to. Or shoot from here if you want to. Just don't come out main. Because not only are they spamming with everything they got a Hanzo, a Sen, and a Torsion. So you're going to have a lot of non-drop of damage coming this way. I, for some reason, thought the mines couldn't damage me while couldn't damage me while I was invisible. Don't know why. Happens. We will not harp on it. We will just move on. Wait, what? You didn't know that. You clearly just suicided to get back to Wither. Clearly. Again, playing main is not the ideal thing to do. I want you to get off of main. Like, stop. Stop. I want you to stop playing main. Like, I'm not even like... Think about what your sniper is. Just don't play main anymore. Take another angle. Also mind the ground when someone's coming close to you. Great shot, but honestly the fight's already won. And you can see your Hanzo is not taking main. Your Hanzo is taking like he wasn't enough angle here, and he got a little value out of it. Why do we grab? Nothing you can do, but that's a weird grab. Really good position here. Like, I want to be clear. This is not main. This high ground means that it's a different angle, because if they play forward, you can just shoot over the shield. So again, really good shot also. High ground is not the same angle as low ground, so this is not main, and I really like it. They tried to approach your team. Just missed. Unlucky. Your Hanzo's got it. Mine? Never mind, you got it. Throw the venom mine. Yeah. Like, you saw the ball coming for you. Again, use your cooldowns more. Your aim is really good. I just want you to use your cooldowns more. Like, a lot of people say that Overwatch is a game of aim, positioning. Let me type it better. Aim, positioning, and resources. I fucked up. Aim, positioning, resources, and cooldowns are a resource. So your aim is clearly the best in your kit. Your positioning is okay. I feel like your positioning mostly works when you are playing on the same line of sight as someone else. For example, main, for example, the top of your Hanzo. But other than that, you do know where to position. You know where, at least in Havana, you know where it's best to be. But your resources or your cooldown are really what I think needs improvement. Because you're just not using them properly. You're not getting enough value out of dynamite. You are basically never using the venom mine. Your grapples and your coach gun need work as well. Which is honestly not too bad, because playing Widow and Ashe, they are the, I don't want to say the least important part of the kit, but they don't have such an impact as your aim would be. If you are really good with your resources, but really bad with your aim... One second. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, if your cooldown management was really good, if your resource management was really good, you would be a great tank, but you would not be a great DPS. Your aim is really good, your cooldown can probably use with some work, but the aim and mechanics are probably the most important part of playing DPS in the first place. I like that you are not tempted by, oh, we need to be on the payload. You take a proper position where you can just basically shoot everyone for free. It's your practice range. We use sights right away.
No one can
Yeah.
hide from the hunters.
So, mine. You drop. I don't know why you drop. Like, the ball wasn't coming for you. The ball was... He was coming for you, but he wasn't low ground. Again, I don't know why you're on the low ground. I know that someone's got attached, but honestly, you can get a lot more value if you play here and you get affected than if you got touch point. Let your ball, let your Moira, let your Tracer touch point. It's not your job. Unbelievers. So yeah, the too long don't read is your positioning is okay. You seem to know where the best spots are, at least in Havana. I assume it is the same for every map, but at the very least on Havana, you seem to know where the good positions are. You just don't think before taking them, because of course situations do change. So I think your positioning is okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. Your cooldown management is not even management. Your cooldown resource is probably bad. Cooldown resource? I'm sorry. What the fuck did I just say? Your cooldown usage is not great because you never use mines. Your grapples need work. Your coach gun needs work. Your dynamite is okay as well, but your aim is just really, really good. In the case, yeah. Again, I want to stress out. Work on one thing at a time, because otherwise you're gonna get overwhelmed. But yeah, that's probably the most things I can say. All right, I call it for today. It's been like 3 hours already, so let's call it that. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, but if not on Thursday. Bye bye.